Walking in, first light switch on the right side, wires run up there. And let's kind of go that looks like a thermostat. Kind of goes up. That's got the little divider on it. Switches. Go up and over to the ceiling fan wire. Not quite sure what that's going to be. It's power of some sort. But this is Sarah's. Room. Out of bedroom 1 into bedroom 2. That's the cable. This is the window that they messed up on and have to reorder. Walk-in closet. I don't know why there's like a light switch in there. But it looks like the cable for TV is going to be about 6-7 inches to the left of that box that's up there for some sort of power. Into the hallway. This is This is the door to the laundry room. Whole bunch of wires going up here. I'm not quite sure what that is for. But it actually looks like cables for TV, but I don't know why they would have that many in here. Even if it's a meeting place, there's only supposed to be like 2 or 3. rooms with cable. That might be our outside outlet there. Light switches in the laundry room. And cables go up to the light switch. And here we're going into the bathroom. Across the hall from Sarah's room. She's over there. And it looks like they've loaded up a housewarming gift for us. Nice warm bath to jump into. How awesome is that? This should be like the toilet. And that's probably light switches inside here. Looks like that's cables run across. And then to the left. And going back out of the bathroom, you got the light switch there. Cables go up. Into the hallway again. Outlet. And it looks like there's a couple outlets that kind of run along the hallway wall there. Which is actually good to know because you could always put one in the garage on the wall on that side too. Light switch in the hallway right before you enter the great room. I'm not quite sure what that is. Oh, that's a light. That's like a night light for keeping the this little area lit up at night. Very cool. I thought that was just in the model. Did you see that, Gail?
What?
Hold on. This is the yep. This is in the bathroom, just off the great room. Look at this, Gail. I thought this is really cool. Over here. They got this in the model, and it's like a little light that's going to light up this area.
Wait, what is this area?
That's the closet, and then that's the guest bathroom.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's a light right over her tub.
Yeah, because it's going to be dark back there.
A canned light, though.
That's fine. Yeah, because it's going to be dark back there otherwise.
I just didn't realize that they had one there.
I think they got one in the model too. And we're walking in, actually, let's see here. This is Gail's office. We're walking into that. Looks like most of the cables go up and across. That's an outlet. That's the plumbing for the laundry room. Outlet. That's probably going to be the cable for the TV or internet right there. And that cable runs straight up and then across. And the power one runs under the window there to that outlet.
What's this for?
That's the floor outlet. The $460 floor outlet. It's going to have like a brass cap on it.
Why did we get that?
Because if you put a couch out here in the middle and a table, if you have a lamp on that, you have to run an extension cord across the floor. That will allow,
They'll have to flatten that for the tile.
yeah. Or, yeah, once they tile, it'll probably go over, but,
I didn't realize you got that.
yeah, our little floor outlet. This is the back wall of the great room.
Watch this. This is all still wet. I'm tracking in my car.
What is it?
It's what they put the windows with.
Yeah,
It's all still wet. They
okay.
fixed the top.
Don't let Pumpkin step in it.
Well,
Or if she does, she'll probably get glue in it. Unstuck the dirt. There's the cable for here. But it looks like all the wiring actually runs down low along that back wall. And across here to this outlet. So it doesn't appear that there's too much wiring up high. Outlet wires run up, cross over there, above me. That's for the sliding glass door. Outlet. Looks like that outlet wires come along there to that, across there, up to there, across. Looks like they go down into the ground there somewhere. It's a big old cable. That must be for the stove and stuff. That'll be the vent for the microwave, I'm assuming. I'm not quite sure what that big old cable is. 'Cause I don't think they're going to run 220 to that. Unless maybe it's just a bundle of cables that they run to make it easy on themselves. Got the light up there in the pantry. That is the pantry. Looks like the little drip through for the AC unit. That's where that comes through, the back side of that. That's outside the pantry. That's going to be the countertop along here. And the fridge will fit in there too. But it looks like there's a lot of wires that run up and down in here. I'll just kind of keep continuing to the left. Then you got the island here. Looks like got an outlet down there, probably for the garbage disposal, the drains, water in and out. Looks like some electrical cords that come down from the ground, and they probably come out right over here. Then you got an outlet on the side of the island. And that cord sits up pretty high. And on the back side, you got a yellow one that goes over to this outlet. And now we're going to walk across over here to the master bedroom. There's the entrance to the... That's going to be a storage closet there. Light switch wiring runs up the side and goes up to the roof. This door goes into the garage, into the master. Got an outlet, it looks like. Light switch runs up the wall. On the right side, looks like you got a lot of wiring that runs through. That one's for the great room. That one's for the bedroom. Goes up. Wire crosses over here. That outlet is for the great room. Entrance to the master bedroom area. And that's looking down the hallway towards the garage door. So come into the master bedroom. Looking at the wall right here. Got an outlet. Lots of cables that run right there. Nothing up any higher. So that's a good thing. Got a power outlet right here. And I like the fact that the cable is right there also, because you can tap into it from the outside and put a cable jack for a TV out on your back porch. How awesome is that? And that cable right there is going out to our floodlights out there in the back. Looking at the back window. Nothing under that one. Got an outlet under there. And it looks like the cable runs from the outlet up there and then to the left. Got a water line for the outside water right there. That's in the back corner of the master bedroom. I just stepped in some of the glue that Gail told me not to step in. Got the cable going here. There's no other wires up high. The sun is starting to set. I'm going to wrap this up. And it looks like there might actually be even a cable jack right over there for cable TV. That's going into the water line, and that's going actually into the where the toilet's going to be. Then you have, that's on the back wall of the master, but that's going for the master bedroom. Water lines, plumbing. A lot of cables running down the wall for here. Like the switch that's going to control everything. All the wires go up. Go over to the light or ceiling fan above us. Going out of the bedroom and into the bathroom. Master bathroom. Entrance. This is where our sinks should be. So you gotta, all your switches for the bathroom are going to be right there on your right as you walk in. That's probably going to be an outlet. Those are the switches for the bedroom. I think they were maybe secure. That was something else. I don't know why they'd put a 2x4 on the back side of that, but water lines. Water lines. And then that's probably going to be, my guess would be part of a light fixture maybe? A light fixture. You got the medicine cabinet. Right under that you have another outlet. Cut out for the medicine cabinet. Cut out for the medicine cabinet. Both already framed in, so all you have to do is remove the drywall. And into the bathroom. You got the window. The floor. Switches. It's going into the bedroom. Water line goes up the corner of the wall there and up into the ceiling. Walking out of the toilet. There's our shower pan. They left us something to soak our feet in. That's supposed to be the stool. Step. That's going to be like an air. And it looks like up to the shower head. And that one goes up and around and up into the ceiling. And this other cold line comes down here and goes in there. And that must be on the back side of, that's the back of the shower, and there's the water line. Goes up and up into the ceiling. Master closet. As you walk into there, there's a switch on the right. A lot of cables running across over here in the ceiling. Doesn't look like there's any cables along this back side here. This is going to be the pressure bleed valve, probably for the water heater. And it looks like there's some switches probably there for the garage or maybe power. That's going to the soft water loop right here in the closet, so you really don't want to be punching too many nails in that. Once again, there's the closet. The little closet for like linens. Now we're going to walk out of here back into the hallway towards the garage. And again, on the right hand side as you're leaving, before you leave the master bedroom area, you got an outlet on the right. And it looks like you're going to have a switch right up there. And the wiring, both wirings run right up the beam there. Out into the hallway area, you got another switch. And those go up into the attic. This is also going to be a linen closet. I covered that one before. Into the garage. This is where the water heater is going to be. And if we ever get a water softener, that'll be here too. That's the soft water loop right there. Water lines go up. Looks like there's going to be power here for the water softener. There's going to be the gas line for the water heater. Goes up and into this, which goes across the top of the garage to the left and down the wall right over there and out to the meter. The other end goes across the ceiling up here, and it's probably going to go to the, it's probably going to be a little branch off for the furnace up there. Oh, actually, here's this T. This T goes off to the furnace. And this one here goes into the kitchen, probably for the stove. So, looking on the back wall of the garage, that's the water heater area. Looks like there's going to be maybe an outlet or two outlets up there, maybe. That's where all the wires are coming across up there. They all seem like they come up, and for the most part, they all go running towards the house. So, if we are going to put an attic master up here at all, there's only a couple spots that you can almost do it in. And that's going to be like right up in there, close to the wood beam, or right to that wood beam area right there. Those are about the only two where you're going to have enough room and an open area. And, you know, then you'd have to put up shelves. So basically, I guess a nice marker for that would be where this line in the garage goes to the wall, goes up, and then about 6 inches to the left is one spot, and about 12 more inches to the left is the other spot. Outlets. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's probably something with the gas meter. That's going to be for your garage door. Doesn't appear that there's too much on there until you start getting into the house, and then that outlet butts up against the garage. Cable runs up the wall. Not too much otherwise. All the cables seem like they run pretty low. And then there is the garage door and the light switches. And one more thing I wanted to do is go into the kitchen and see if we wanted to hang some pendant lights above the island. But it looks like the way these are spaced out that the lights are going to be above the island anyway. So we don't need to hang pendant lights there. Awesome. And one more thing that's going to annoy me that I will keep an eye on. And right by the kitchen entrance, you got that big chip taken out of there, some knucklehead. And then along the front here, that goes out to the backyard, you got another one right there, and another one right there. And to me, that's just kind of sloppy, don't give a rat's ass about the job you're doing or the people that are moving in, because you'd be a little more careful otherwise. So we're gonna have two lights on the back patio. Looks like we're gonna have an outlet over there. We got the ceiling pre-wire there for the ceiling fan. And these are gonna be two floodlights. You got one here. And then you got one over here. So that should light up our backyard nicely. And the wires for that one there come through and go up. And it looks like it's gonna probably follow underneath the ceiling up here. And then down to this one. That's it for now. Pumpkin looks like she can't wait to move in here. She's all ready tuckered out.